Today I'll be reacting and giving my thoughts to the first episode of the last season for Game of Thrones, so do not get off your Iron Throne just yet. Hello everyone, welcome to Movie Melee. I am Detective Artemis, and yes, this is pretty much a movie channel, but we also review shows too. I take it you haven't seen my review on The Haunting of Hill House and Stranger Things. Tisk tisk. But come on, this is Game of Thrones, the final season. You know, I gotta talk about it. But before we go on, make sure you hit that thumbs up button because I know it, you know it, Dead Ned knows it. You really wanna like this, please? All right, pack it up, pack it in, let me begin. The final goddamn season of Game of Thrones has started, and I already don't want it to end. Ever. But unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, because if not, you'll just end up like The Walking Dead. Boring and directionless. Not a whole lot happened here, but it did set up a couple of potential plot lines for the rest of the season. Like the distrust between Sansa and Daenerys, and Cersei asking Bronn to kill Tyrion with a crossbow for some poetic justice points. Come on, they were cool. Don't do that. There were also reunions right up the wazoo. We had Tyrion and Sansa, Jon and Arya, Arya and the Hound, Bran and Jon, Sam and Jon, and my personal favorite, Jaime and Bran. That was hilarious. Jaime's all like, hey, don't get up. It's nice to see you too. Looking a little old and crusty there, Raisin Bran. The biggest thing to take away from this episode is that Jon now knows his true parentage, thanks to Sam. Speaking of parentage and Sam, how sad was it when he found out that his brother and his dad died because they didn't want to kneel down to Daenerys? It's fucked up. She was just like, they didn't bend the knee, so fuck it, let them burn. Is she becoming a mad queen? Probably. She's losing herself. A little fun fact here, last time when Ned and Jon were together, Jon asked Ned about his mom, and Ned was all like, hey, I'll tell you about it when we see each other again. And well, 7 seasons later, Jon is visiting Ned's crib, paying some respect to him, and then right there, he finds out about his mom. Ned, you cheeky bastard, I see what you did there. Next time we meet again, he didn't stay alive. Sam then tells Jon that basically, the woman you love is your aunt, and she's a pretty ruthless queen, and she would never give up her crown for anyone, but you would give up your crown for everyone. And that's exactly what he did. He pretty much, he's the rightful heir to the throne. This part of the episode was really highlighting the contrasting between their royal ethics between Jon and Daenerys, how different they are. But they're so in love. Now that Jon knows he's the rightful heir to the throne, what does he do with that information? He didn't seem to believe it at first, but now he's probably thinking, shit, I gotta kill my aunt. I mean the woman I love. The stakes are rising. I like mine medium rare. None of that well done shit. There were also some other things that happened too. Like a young lord from House Umber, who also happened to be Ned. You know, if your name is Ned in Game of Thrones, you're guaranteed to die. He wasn't killed by the White Walkers, but they turned him into a white. An undead. Yeah, that. And they put him in that goddamn symbol that we've seen a few times before. What the hell does that mean? Well, I think it's from the whole Children of the Forest thing. That was their whole symbol. And then the ones who created the White Walkers, so now they're sort of using it ironically. I don't know, some hipster White Walker shit. Also, the Northerners don't trust Daenerys, and Jon rode a fucking dragon. Lucky? So overall, I think this was a slow episode, but it was also great. And, you know, with only 5 episodes left in the season, things are gonna have to start picking up very soon. I can only imagine someone is gonna die in the next episode. And it better not be Podrick. Podrick needs to be king. Podrick is my queen. What did he do to those whores? What did he do to those whores? Speaking of things getting laid, Theon's uncle, he banged Cersei, and she liked it. That was it. Also, Cersei, she loves elephants. But don't tell her about the Dumbo remake. So what did you guys think of this week's episode of Game of Thrones? Let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this amazing channel. I am Detective Artemis, and what is dead may never die.